Preview. Preview.
Reality for many South Africans is that they have to queue in the cold just to fetch clean water. This is a reality specifically for residents, perhaps a microcosm of what's going on in the country. Residents of Soshanguve
Residents continue to experience water problems. They've been facing shortages for weeks. This
Preview.
Hi guys, we are here in Soshanguve Block H where residents have been laying complaints, or rather the municipal office have been laying complaints about the water crisis that is taking place here in Soshanguve, where residents, or rather people who are living in Soshanguve, didn't have water for about 2 to 3 weeks. So this year, according to the municipal office, it has been believed that the rain water has started with their recent maintenance, where they are maintaining in a water treatment that is supplying in Soshanguve. So back you can see there are buckets where individuals, or rather residents of this community, are waiting for tanks so that they can fill their buckets so that they can make a living, since water crisis has been negatively impacting them throughout the past 3 weeks. Soshanguve is a local township in the Gauteng-Tshwane region. It has an estimated population of 150 people, and it is mostly known for its color nation. Soshanguve is big as it has different tribes and styles of living. The beautiful so-called color nation community has recently been affected by the unpleasant maneuver of water crisis pandemic, where the local residents are expected to spend weeks with no normal tap water. This started when the Rand Water implemented their yearly or annually maintenance on their Sekerebos water plant treatment, where it supplies to many townships in the Tshwane regions. Soshanguve, as a result, finds itself as the only township that is mostly affected by this issue. Many people or residents believe that it would have been better if the municipality provided a communique to prepare them for this issue. Our task team tried to contact the local councillors and the mayor's office, but unfortunately we couldn't reach out to them. Later, the Tshwane Mayor, Mr. Blinks, addressed the media saying that Rand Water didn't communicate with them or with their office.
A serious problem with Rand Water in the sense that they do maintenance work at the last minute, they don't notify us, and they don't share their telemetry levels with us. So we're not seeing the levels of their reservoirs, and so we can't take preventative action. We find out about problems as they occur.
Water issue later went extra mile by affecting local students from the lower grades and in the higher institutions such as Tshwane University of Technology, Soshanguve North and South Campus, and the Tshwane North College.
Mina indaba yamanzi ukuthi engabikho ingaffecte kakhulu because asikhona ukuthi senze izinto eziningi njengokuthi sikhona ukupheka njengama students, sikhona ukuthi siwashe. So mina njengoba ngumfundi ngenza iconsumer, so namhlanje bekumele ngenze ama practicals, so sigcine singakwazanga ukuthi sigcine siqhubeka nama practicals because indaba yamanzi isilimaza kakhulu, so singakwazi siqhubeke nawo. So bagcina sekuphoqa ukuthi esindo olunye usuku ukuthi siqhubeke sinamanzi ukuthi ebuye kuze sokhona ukuthi siqhubeke.
As the Tshwane or Pretoria region is dominating the market or the economic and business district, this issue even escalated to affect the business sector of Soshanguve, where business owners are expected to pay more so that their services or businesses could run, and these water issues critically affected them in terms of profits and business-wise.
As you know, water is life. So this thing I made it, I think, too much, most especially when I was excited to most you have to know how the toilet they very some metsi kwa beya go nyaka metsi go tlhapa matsogo hygiene as all wa bona nyaka metsi. So then if you're metsi hayo then it affecta haholo taba ya metsi wa bona. So then we have to re-ntsha tšhelete mo dipokeng re hire dikoloi or hella metsi somewhere so that the business e kgone go rana, wa understand. So and then go felong ke tšhelete e leng gore no sa e expecta gore go spenda, ke tšhelete e leng gore o no e ntsha unexpected without any refund e leng gore go e kry-a at the end of the day, you understand, just because of you want to re business e rane dilo di be rana.
The health workers in Soshanguve even had to deal with many infections and illnesses due to the unavailability or the shortage of water in Soshanguve. This raises concerns with infections and the number of people being sick due to the water or the unpurified water that they had.
I think health-wise, the main concern will be hygiene. Also, people taking their medication. It will affect them a lot because water is very essential. Especially if you don't have running water. Firstly, you don't have flushing water. That causes a lot of infections. Especially to ladies, because ladies normally, for them, it will cause a lot of infections. Another thing is we'll end up having the diarrhea and so forth because of if we don't get clean water, that will cause a high number of people who will be dehydrated, and it's gonna be tough one for small children.
As this issue mainly affected students from local, our task team decided to conduct an interview with one of the students from Tshwane University of Technology in the Faculty of ICT, Mhlalala Perez, whom is also a political representative in the campus.
As a student, water as in life generally. Before I explain the effect that I got as a student, water it's a need. We need water every day to do all the things that you need to go to class or before you go to class, like number one, having to bath, having to eat. So as a student, I need to bath. There's no I can be comfortable going to class without bathing, going to class without eating, and also there is thirst. Sometimes I need water to drink. So as a student, having this water crisis is it's affecting my academic life, because also even on campus they are not postponing classes just because there is no water. So it's affecting my academic life when I'm referring to here in campus.
So looking to that many people from the Soshanguve residents, Soshanguve community, saying that they should have maybe been something that has been done, maybe providing tanks or maybe a communique alerting them about this issue. Since this issue just came just in the blink of an eye, what are the things that you think maybe the municipality or rather Rand Water should do in order to maybe minimize the negative impact into the residents?
As you know, as community at Soshanguve, there are rates that are being paid for such events. So basically the government or the municipality itself should start providing our community with water, because rates are kept being paid every day. And then also on campus, what can be done to actually reduce this matter is you see, I think the water that the campus is depending on is the same water that the community is depending on. So what they can do is, number one, they can try to have their own backup system. It's just like boreholes or external boreholes, or a lot of tanks that can supply students with water daily.
Or just looking to as Soshanguve is this big, do you think that maybe they can try, or would they have money to do everything?
Yes, they will have money to do everything because, as you see, Soshanguve this big. It simply means that a lot of people residing in Soshanguve and they are residing there legally, and having a house in a township, there are rates that you pay for water, dustbins, and other sewage system. So they can use that money effectively to do the right thing.
So just looking onto the political side, since there are other political parties saying that this is maybe a result of these other political, or rather the ruling party in Tswane, just eating funds from tenders. That's why you tend to have maybe many issues such as water crisis and others in these areas. What's your take, since we have elections next year and we do have these negative events, or rather negative issues that are still affecting our communities?
I think when it comes to the political view of this, the devil you know is better than the one you don't know. So I mean, we are in this crisis while we have this ruling party which I cannot mention, but let's say another party come and things become worse. That is to validate my statement, or the devil that you don't know, it's much different. We actually used to this because it's been a while. Sometimes water will go for 2-3 days, sometimes a week or weeks. So I don't know, Kuri, is this resulting from the ruling party using the money that they were supposed to give us water for any other events, or what? So I cannot really say that the party that is ruling in our community per se is the one responsible for this.
This will also help the residents of Soshanguve in gaining or developing their place socially, economically, and geographically, and also try to develop their recreational facilities and vegetation. The Rand Water Board is expected to meet up with the provincial government of Gauteng, and as well as other stakeholders that are in relation to water and sanitation. This scheduled meeting is to focus on the decision and resolving of the water crisis issues that are taking place in and around Gauteng. This will ensure that individuals, or rather community members, have a clean and safe water, and they don't have undecided decisions or undecided moves on whether to drink water and not sure if the water is purified or not.